Negli ultimi 2 anni le ricerche per la cura dell'epatite delta dei pazienti affetti da questa infezione e della malattia che ne deriva hanno fatto dei grandi passi da gigante, grazie anche alla collaborazione internazionale di più team di ricerca, come quello del professor Heiner Wedemeyer, team tedesco, insieme al team italiano del professor Pietro Lampertico. Insieme questi due esperti hanno organizzato il primo meeting internazionale sull'epatite delta, il Delta Cure, e noi cerchiamo di capire l'importanza di questa collaborazione, soprattutto nell'aiutare a trovare delle terapie efficaci, con il professor Heiner Wedemeyer. Professor Wedemeyer, your research team, together with that of the Professor Lampertico, have demonstrated the efficacy and safety of bulevirtide. Can you tell us something about this research collaboration and the results at 1 and 3 years you have obtained?
So I think this is extremely important times for patients with hepatitis D. We are talking about an infection which causes by far the most severe form of viral hepatitis. These patients develop more frequently liver cirrhosis, they have a high risk for developing liver cancer, and for decades we've been just using pegylated interferon. Only some patients benefited, it caused side effects, and most of the patients were simply waiting for liver transplantation or for liver cancer. And now we have bulevirtide. Bulevirtide is a completely new drug, it's a completely new mode of action, blocking entry of viral particles. So this is important when we talk about antiviral treatments. This drug does not interfere with replication like in hepatitis B or in hepatitis C. This is an entry inhibitor. And this drug needs to be injected on a daily basis. And what we saw is both we in Germany and Pietro Lampertico and his team here in Milan, that the patients benefit, that the viral load declines, but more importantly, that liver enzymes normalize. And Pietro could show here in Italy that also markers of portal hypertension improved over the course of treatment. And this is spectacular, because for patients who did not have any other option, we now have a new treatment. However, as usual, this sounds fantastic, but there are always questions in real life. Not every patient may completely respond, and we need now to understand why some patients respond, others may not have have only a suboptimal response. And this is why we need to share experiences. In Italy there have been patients treated, there have been patients treated in Austria and in Germany. And we need discussions where we need to understand why there are some differences. And this is why we need scientific exchange between Italy and Germany and other countries, and this is taking place here.
Can bulevirtide also be given to patients with advanced disease? What does it allow to achieve?
And this is a unique thing that Pietro Lampertico and his team has been performing here in Italy, that they've been treating patients with advanced cirrhosis, not decompensated, but signs of portal hypertension. And here in those patients, they showed an improvement in markers of portal hypertension, of liver disease. And actually we have the same experience in our German cohort. Response rates are pretty much the same, clinical benefit is pretty much the same, and this is reassuring. Because if we treat patients, you know that it does not only work in one country, that also other investigators share these experiences, which is important for the management of the patients. Still, there are many questions to be answered. How long shall we treat patients? What to do with those patients with maybe a slightly suboptimal response? Again, something to be discussed, and data need to be generated among experienced sites.
What can we expect in the future for the treatment of this serious infection?
So we have good, let's say, opportunities based on the currently available data, but we need further improvements. We need also maybe novel antiviral strategies, so we need interactions between academia and industry partners developing new ideas, which is also discussed during these meetings. We are just understanding details in the pathogenesis of HDV infection, in the viral life cycles. There are other ideas. The challenge in hepatitis D is that this is a very small defective virus which does not encode for own viral enzymes which could be blocked by drugs. So in hepatitis B we have a polymerase, an HBV polymerase which can be blocked. In hepatitis C we have proteases or NS5A inhibitors which block molecules, enzymes produced by the virus. Delta is different. Delta does not encode for own viral enzymes, it uses the host machinery to replicate. And that obviously is a challenge for drug development, because if you want to target a host molecule, this may be side effect prone, and therefore it's a different ball game developing drugs for hepatitis D. And in addition, we are talking about an orphan disease. There are not 100,000 patients around. We have a limited number of patients, and patients frequently have advanced liver disease, which again is a challenge for drug development. But there is hope. There's hope for patients that some of these ideas may indeed reach in future clinical real life. Clinical trials are ongoing. We made an important step during the last 1, 2, 3 years, but we need additional steps, and it's exciting times to work in this field.